Hello.
Hey, Scott. That's all out the window. All right, let me share my agenda packet here.
There it is. Oh, yeah.
Scott, I saw the new roofs going on a couple weeks ago. The
Yeah, we got
buildings, they look good.
roof's done and gutters done, and we haven't been able to really get in apartments and do any work, so we're just trying to do the outside stuff that we can do COVID safe.
On what's the project?
The building,
okay.
Oregon,
grant.
we got a couple of grants, so we're putting a lot of work into the buildings this year.
Well, I'm gonna push a button, see what it does. We're okay. We're gonna leave that alone. I'm trying to look for a volume on here. I don't think I got a volume. What's this? Nah, leave that
Might
alone.
be in the bottom right-hand corner of your
Yeah.
screen with a little speaker.
That says leave.
It's right there on the left next to your hammer and tablet.
Oh, okay.
Chisel. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have that. That's about how long I've been on this damn thing, you know? Darn thing. I'd rather watch Shannon Bream right now because she's really pretty on TV.
Ouch.
That's it. At least you look very nice tonight, but the rest of them, you know, yeah.
You can't win for losing, can you, Jeannie?
No. I mean,
Jeannie's lovely. Jeannie's lovely. I saw Jeannie, but she wasn't on stage right now, so I saw
Uh-huh.
her. The ladies are lovely. The other guys are, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Quit while you're ahead there, Greg.
What?
Quit while you're ahead there, buddy.
I'm never ahead the way it seems.
All right, I've got 6:30.
So we still probably should go through the agenda as such. In other words, ask for any public input. I don't know if we're going to have anybody else on.
Yeah, I've got one person that's just on an iPhone. They haven't
Okay,
said
that's
who they are, so I don't know if
Okay.
that's a member of the public or somebody else's phone.
Can they actually see? Can they actually see the video on iPhone?
Yeah, if you join, from your phone, from the Zoom app, you should be able to see it on your phone. I've done that before.
All right. Okay.
So, but yeah, we can just go through the agenda in order and see if there's anyone that wants to speak up.
Right. Yeah, we should do that. So that's fine. Oh boy, we're getting close. Oh, actually, you know what? We got to call the meeting to order. It is 6:31. So we will call the meeting to order and we'll have a roll call.
All right. Schnelly,
Here.
Bano,
Here.
Mar,
Here.
Molzon,
Here.
Meyer,
Here.
Sievertson,
Here.
Carpenter,
Here.
Smithback.
Wow, we got a full quorum. Okay.
Great.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Okay, move on to next item. I suspect is the approval of minutes of June 4th, 2020. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion, we have a
Bino.
second. I'm sorry, you have a second by
Second.
Second, Molzon.
Molzon, second. Thank you.
Who was the first
Bino.
motion there?
Bino
Sorry.
was first.
Thanks.
Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Okay, that motion carries. Thank you very much. Next item is the, oh no, we don't, you got the minutes there. So move on to the next item. That item really is community input, and whether or not there's anybody that wants to speak that's in the community that wants to speak to any issue that's not on the agenda. Is there anybody out there that wants to speak to anything that's not on the agenda? None. Thank you very much. Move on to item number 5, which is public appearances. That is a discussion and possible recommendation of the village board, Town of Oregon, extraterritorial jurisdiction for a certified survey map. Is it dish property?
That's correct. Yep.
Okay, and then at least there's a memo from you
Mhm.
dated July 2nd to the village plan commission
Mhm.
recommending approval, and there's also a note or memo from the Rupert Milky on July 1st, and I believe they have no comments, so they apparently agree with what the certified survey states.
Yep, we did one revision with them, and they sent us back to a revised version, and Worker Milky's happy with
Okay, good.
all the changes. This is right on County MM,
I tried
just
to
south
figure out
of.
where, how far out is that?
It's just south of Oregon Trail and north of County A, on the west side of MM.
Oh, okay. All right, got it. Yes, I got this one. Okay, good. Okay, what we need, anybody wants to talk about this thing? Any discussion on it? The motion recommended village board.
The other question I've got, at least normally during these things, they ask us for like right of way, or is that all taken care of on this?
That's all actually discussed, John. If you take on, it looks like the right of way and everything's been addressed.
That's correct. Yep, they have it
okay.
all noted as we need it. If we ever
Right.
would, take control of this portion of MM, it's got all the correct right of ways noted.
I think you noted that on yours, did you not, Elise? I thought so. Required dedication right of way along the frontage lots. Yes, you noted that. Land division review by village planner. And
Sorry.
And we also,
No,
yep, you're fine. And we have
that's
a,
okay, John. That's good, John. No problem.
we also just got a, I just included this in case anyone wanted to see, but they have had the highway engineer from Dane County look at this, and
Right.
she was good with it.
It does. He doesn't give any comment, or he or she doesn't give any comment. Kristen, okay, so she doesn't give any comments, just acknowledges it. Okay. So, having said all that, then let's back up. Goodness, we got a lot of paper for a short, for a short one, don't we? Yeah.
All right, so can we have a motion?
Yeah,
I guess
we need a
if you guys
motion.
are in favor.
Yeah, we need a motion to recommendation of village board, town of Oregon, extraordinary jurisdiction.
So
Approval.
moved, Bano.
Say it again.
Moved by Bano.
Dino
Okay.
moves. We have a second.
Second, Mar.
Second by Mr. Meyer. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Negative, motion carries. Thank you. We have no other public appearances, is that correct?
Correct.
Move on to communication miscellaneous business, and this is something at least you want to make well, a couple of things. First, item A, the next meeting date is August 6th. I will not be here. I will be in northern Wisconsin with my family, grandchildren,
Good for you.
tearing up the place. That's our last night of vacation, so it's going to be a rough one. So we're doing s'mores and whatever else gets involved. So with 2-year-olds and 4-year-olds and 6-year-olds. So okay. Item number, so is out of 6 is okay. Then we have to look at the September meeting. There's a question there, September 3rd or September 10th. I will not be available September 10th. How's everybody else on September 3rd or September 10th?
This is John Bano. Either one works for me.
Okay,
Same for me, Mar.
Same for me, Severson.
okay. Scott,
Same.
how you-
Same for me.
Yeah, I think Meyer's okay for either at this point.
okay, you only, let's see, anybody else we haven't heard from? No, yeah.
Jean?
Patrick?
Yeah, I'm
Patrick?
good.
I said same for me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay,
Elise, just to note, August 6th, I will also not be available. So just to watch your quorum.
Okay,
thank you for that.
thank you.
So if we're okay, Jeannie, are you okay with the 3rd?
Yep, I'm good.
All right, so why don't we just go, if everybody's okay with that, we'll go to the 3rd, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. The next item 6C goes back to the development down in Janesville Street. And Mr. Glish is wanted to have some input by the public. And so Elise has put together a couple of things here on July 27th and July 29th. Simply taking public input. You're welcome to attend. You don't have to. It's up to you guys. I may or may not. I'm not sure yet. That's just the week before, actually a couple days before I go on vacation. So I don't know, at least you want to say anything about this?
Sure. So, we of course brought these two projects, Habitat and Lakestone, to you last month, and we brought to the board a couple days later. A few of the board members just expressed that they wanted to make sure that the neighborhood had a chance to, give any input and ask questions. And obviously, it's there's not indoor typical planning commission meetings happening right now, and I think Zoom, while people are getting used to using it, it can be intimidating to speak up and ask questions and be able to look at, maps and, get a chance to meet these developers kind of face to face. So we spoke with the developers a couple days after the meeting, and they were both willing and happy to have kind of an outdoor neighborhood meeting. So I drafted a letter out to neighbors, and then they tweaked it. So those got sent out, I think, in the last few days. So we've got Habitat up first, Monday, July 27th, with the rain date being Tuesday at Triangle Park, and then Lakestone Wednesday with the rain date Thursday that same week.
Okay.
And we'll go ahead and post these too, and we'll share these dates as well with the village board. So in case we end up having a couple of you join, it's been
Right.
posted. But I will definitely be there, and I'm sure Mike or Jeff may come as well, and we'll help them set up and everything too.
I like you said, like we talked about this earlier. I can't imagine we're gonna have that much of an involvement from the public. I'll also have a couple individuals possibly, but
Right. And then of course, when these go through to a comp plan amendment and the GDP SIP, those are going to get posted as well.
Yeah.
But just a chance, these are still kind of early in the process for people to ask questions.
all right. Anybody have any questions about that? All right, just make a note it might be nice to get there if we can. So, all right, thank you. Anything else for communication, miscellaneous business? Appears not. Unfinished business, none, which is nice. New business, nice. Status on development projects. Anything you want to bring up, Elise?
Park construction on Highlands and Netherwood Park is moving right along. We're going to have, starting next week, the foundations poured for the shelter, and that should be completed around the end of September, with the whole project being done before Halloween.
Excellent.
So we'll hopefully be able to do a ribbon cutting at least for the playground and shelter area, and we'll have to keep that field, people off of that while the sod sets in until next spring. But that's been making really good progress.
Good, thank you.
And
Thank
I also
you.
just, one more thing, I just heard,
Yeah.
we spoke with Adam Coyle today about his apartments. They are also pouring footings this week. They got, they were expecting to start in April and got a little bit delayed with everything that went on this spring. But so his construction has started.
So it is progressing, okay.
Yep.
All right. Then we do have a comment at the end of your packet. I believe we had the staff meet or the planning staff meeting
Mhm.
that I couldn't make because that was June 4th. So I also missed the last one. I wasn't back yet. Anybody have any questions about that? I guess not. Okay. Nothing else anybody wants to talk about? Future meetings, we have amending the parking requirements in the zoning code and street tree requirements. What's that about?
I think we talked about this maybe last
A
month.
little
but we're-
bit, yeah, I thought we did.
Yeah, we're looking at kind of just updates to both the master development agreement, the public works code, and then hopefully some kind of program for existing homeowners that want to put in street trees in the terrace. So that's going to be kind of a phased and different level approach for getting more street trees, but that's already being worked into the new like Highlands of Netherwood and Glenhofer subdivisions, that those new additions will have street trees required.
Okay, is it acceptable for residents to put the trees in the terrace?
Yes, yep,
It is.
and they're responsible for maintenance and all of that. Their
But
terrace trees.
That property actually is property of the village, correct?
It's property of the village. People can put, right now, there's actually a fee, kind of a permit application that people have to come in and get to plant a tree in the terrace. So one thing we've talked about is to encourage people to plant trees. Maybe we still have the permit application, but we get rid of the fee And
Yeah.
then when they come in for that permit, we have, a list of recommended trees that we know are going to do well right now in the village, and possibly working with a nursery like maybe Winterland to get a discount on some trees. So we were
Good.
thinking about all that before COVID. So we'll see if we can pick that up and maybe implement some of that next year.
All right. I've got a question that just came up, and I was up in Minnesota at my brother-in-law and sister-in-law's house. And this is something I was and I thought about the Village of Oregon. This is kind of off the subject, but what do we have in our zoning code or whatever that regarding flagpoles in your yard? Is there anything that we have that I don't recall anything? Is there
Yeah,
something?
I'd have to look. It might just be considered an accessory structure. In that case, it's got to be 5 foot off any property lines and probably 30 feet back from the sidewalk in the front. But
So when
I haven't gotten that specific question
No,
yet.
whenever you have, I know you don't have much time, but if you ever run across it, I'd just be curious.
Okay.
I was kind of surprised, this little village of 500 people, within 1 block, I saw 6 flagpoles, which kind of surprised me, but probably a lot of vets on that street, so.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see if I can take a look at that next time and
Some of them were
dig
pretty
into the
substantial.
code.
Some were pretty substantial, which surprised me, so. All right, nothing else? Then we need a motion to adjourn, please. Scott,
So moved.
oh, who did that?
Severson,
I thought so.
I'll second it, Mark.
Okay.
All right.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
I
Opposed, we are adjourned. Thanks very much, everybody. Appreciate it.